That's how women get partners. Is you put yourself out there, and then the men come.
But you don't have to just show up to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
No,
and you also
put
have
effort in. Like that's how flirting is in general.
Okay.
I'm not
So
flirting
you approach
right now.
guys. If you're at a party, you will approach a guy.
Yeah, for sure.
You really?
No, I'm fucking
Really?
serious.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Like if we actually want someone, we will. A lot of the times, like
You'll approach the guy.
yeah.
Men,
All of you approach men more often than men approach you.
I would say
No.
yes in my
No,
opinion.
not
but-
me.
I approach
No?
the men that I'm interested in.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
just approach like any men.
Of the men that you've hooked up with or dated, who approached who? Give
I
me a
approached them.
percentage.
All
Here,
of the
let's start
every
here.
time. Yeah.
Of the men you've dated or hooked up with, give me like an estimate. Who approached who? Who initiated?
probably like 90% them.
90% the guy. Okay, go ahead.
I want to say like maybe 60-40, like 60 guy, 40 me.
Go ahead.
Mostly the guy.
Okay.
For me, it's been 100% me.
100% you.
I don't think I've ever sure
Into
maybe
Mike.
a guy has. I would say I'll go like 90-10, but majority of the time I'm the one who approaches.
I go like 80-20, the guy.
Bumble. Okay.
Yeah.
I would agree with Gabby about 60-40.
Yeah.
I would agree too, 60-40, definitely.
Okay. And so you guys have all initiated then? You've
Yeah.
initiated?
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, Bumble is like token, if you guys are talking about Bumble, because I know you're the Bumble representative. Bumble is like the most token initiative when it comes to women, because like, yes, women have to message first, but when you guys do message, it's, hey. And then you shift the conversational burden. That's been my experience on Bumble. The girls, yes, they have to message first, but they'll just say, hey. And then they shuck the entire conversational burden onto the guys.
No, it's a step in the right direction. It's something.
Well,
That's all right.
for me personally, I like being pursued. Are we allowed to curse?
Yeah, you can curse.
Oh, I fucking love it. I love being pursued, and I love flirting. And I went through a phase where I was majority. I don't know. I was the one that was pursuing guys because I thought that was fun. I would be the one to kiss first. I would be the one to ask somebody out first. But right now, it's almost like I get high off of it. I love when a guy approaches me. I love when I'm getting that attention and I don't have to do anything except for just like lock eyes and be like, yo, it's on.
Did someone else want to come in here real quick? I'm trying to keep track here. So you guys disagree with my statement that women just have to show up?
Yes,
Yeah.
completely.
I don't fully disagree because women are powerful and beautiful beings. Yes, sometimes all it takes is for us to walk into a room and everyone looks. And I think that's wonderful. But then, there's also times where it does take a little bit more work, where it's a little bit more challenging, or the guy makes it a little more challenging, or he's just not interested.
I don't think a woman just showing up is necessarily an invitation for you to just be like, that's
So
how I
baby.
get guys. Like, I want you all.
Yeah.
Like, no. I can just go to the bar with my friends and have fun, and like maybe I don't want a guy to hit on me that day.
I feel like the way that other men perceive us is not our fault, and we shouldn't be held accountable for that, because when we show up, we're not saying that we want something. We just want to go out and have fun. And I have
okay.
a boyfriend, and I go out alone, and well, not alone, but with my friends, and he goes out with his friends, and we're both fine with that. And nothing has happened. Nothing bad has come out of that.
That's totally fine. So I'll address that in just a sec. So why, if you want to spend time with your friends, why go to a loud, noisy place surrounded with a bunch of other drunk people when you can go to Bevmo, go get a bottle of wine, and just have a quiet night in with your girlfriends? Why go specifically? And also, not to mention, the cost of the alcohol at the bar is what? The markup is 2 times, 3 times as much as what it would otherwise cost if you just bought it at the liquor store. So there's obviously some component of it's a social gathering venue, and there's an opportunity to meet people. Otherwise, why go to the bar?
For me personally, it's the music.
You can
It's the-
iTunes.
I mean, it's
No,
atmosphere,
no,
like-
it's the
Spotify.
loud. No, it's the loud bass. It's the music just be all consuming. Like I can't do that in my apartment. I'd get evicted.
And also like meeting other girlfriends too.
Also- oh my
Like,
gosh, when
meeting
you meet a
girls
girlfriend in the
Yeah.
bathroom
at a bar,
like,
and
oh,
yes,
that's so fun.
definitely.
Or just like
Confidence
seeing events
boost for
happen.
sure.
Like
Yeah.
people watching.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
fun.
people
People
so
watching at a
fun.
bar
Yeah.
is so much fun.
Okay, so you mentioned the cheating thing. You know, you go out to the bar and you have a boyfriend or whatever, and he has his, you know, he goes out too. Do you think alcohol adds to the potentiality of infidelity?
100%.
So if someone's in a party environment and they've been drinking, you think that that could potentially add to the potential of infidelity?
Personally, I think the way I go by alcohol doesn't like make you choose the decisions you choose. It just
Yeah.
makes you care less about the decisions you choose. Like I know when I've been like really, really drunk, I still like have some sense of what I'm doing and what's wrong and what's right, unless obviously I'm like blackout drunk and like completely don't know what's going on. But you know, I've been drunk and I've gone out and I've been really, really drunk, and at the end of the day I know that I have a boyfriend and that I am loyal to this person, and that I know that if I flirt with someone else, that's cheating. So
Personally,
it's like,
I feel like alcohol just kind of brings out more of your true intentions in a way. Like when I've
Yeah.
had boyfriends in the past and I've gotten drunk without them, I like don't go to other guys. I text them or I call
Exactly.
them and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I
Exactly.
miss you, you know?
Yeah.
Like, or I'm hanging out with my friends. Like that's just me because I'm loyal. But I feel like with a lot of people who aren't loyal, alcohol can bring out them being like, oh, I could get someone else.
I completely agree with Ashley. I mean, I feel like, again, it depends on the person. It's not the alcohol, it's the person. Like, again, using my boyfriend and I as an example, you can ask her. She's my roommate. We live together. All I do when I'm drunk is talk about how badly I want to be with my boyfriend. And I call him and I text him, and he's the same way. So, like, it depends. If you trust your partner, then you can do whatever you want.
It's just you're putting your relationship at risk.
But I'm not.
Why?
Not you. I'm not saying you specifically. I'm not saying you specifically, but it's just about what you accept in terms of another person's behavior. I feel like part of being in a monogamous, committed relationship means closing off your options, including the potential of a possible better option. And so that's the basis of getting commitment. So it happens to be the case, like when women go to the club, you're kind of still keeping your options open. Whereas it's very men's experience and women's experience in a nightclub, bar, or other sort of party type environment is totally opposite, totally different.
But again, that's not our fault. We're not.
It's not your fault.
Yeah,
no.
but we're not committing because we decide to go out and have fun with our friends.
And it depends. Like, okay, if she wants to go to a birthday party, it's a couple times a year or once a year. Me personally, some guys might still even have an issue with that. For me, I wouldn't mind. But if she's, I guess my point of view is if she wants to consistently be going, let's say every week, out to a bar or club, that's going to be a problem for me.
Then she's not
anyways.
the girl for you.
And that's totally fine. And I'd be
Yeah.
upfront with that. And it would never be a controlling thing. I would just break up with her.
Yeah.
But
Well,
also,
and that's
you
like-
wouldn't be
yeah.
in the relationship in the first place because you would know that that's something that
Yes.
she likes to do.
Yeah.
And that's great because you know what you want. And
I might
you-
try to save a girl though. I'm gonna save her from the club.
Don't.
I'm gonna
try-
save her from the club.
It's not up to you to
Yeah, it's not
save
your
women. It's
responsibility.
not up to. It's not
It's
your
kind
responsibility.
of. I might try.
Okay,
It's
but I
not.
also think
Unless somebody's
Absolutely
like blatantly
not.
being hurt, it's not your
Well-
responsibility to try to change their habits because if somebody doesn't want to change, they're not going to.
Yeah, but that's. I mean, when you get into a relationship, you change your behavior. For example,
Sure.
if you're not committed to anybody, maybe before that you're entertaining multiple options. Maybe you're sleeping with 4 different people. When you get into the relationship, if you want commitment from that other person is going to say, I mean, whether implied or covertly expressed, you can't sleep with other people anymore. So it's just about boundaries.
But I also think all relationships have different boundaries. Like, you just have to be clear with it. Some people don't want their significant other to go out, and other people do. It just depends on your relationship and, like, what boundaries you set with each other.
And also know what you're willing to sacrifice to make that relationship work. And also
Exactly.
know if making that sacrifice is going to be worth it in the end.
I also just don't think we should generalize like all women who go to the bars are keeping their options open because
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
That's just not true.
I think we should just ixnay all women.
Yeah.